Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. How are we all doing? Off the underside here again, as usual. I'm joined by my two mates. I'm Jamie. I'm joined by my two mates, as usual. One's wearing the Celtic tap, one's wearing his Rangers tap. Corey and Davey, how you doing the day trips?
Aye, no
Rough.
bad, mate.
No bad, no bad. Corey, you should be more enthusiastic than that. You,
I know, I was waiting on
you,
Davey answering and he just done rough.
I'm not. It's not even for yesterday for me. It's Saturday night, man. Sunday morning.
12, mate.
Saturday night, Sunday morning. How about we do?
I had the range race night, didn't I? Then I was up to 6 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Slept
No.
in for the game and everything.
We'll get to comments on that as well. Stuart's in. How you doing, Stuart? Nice to see you
All
in
right,
again,
mate.
mate. Hello, everybody who's in.
Mhm.
Aye, so obviously it's been a very busy weekend. Yesterday was a very busy day. We'll just may as well just get to that game first. Let's just talk about it straight away. Celtic versus Rangers, and it's quite a wee bit to talk about, boys.
Aye, just a wee bit. Just a wee bit.
We've just
Just
we
the usual.
went through it there bit by bit to see what we're going to go through. We're going to go through it in chronological order. You know, we're just going to start off with the biggest points that happened yesterday. Obviously, for anybody who didn't see the game, Celtic ended up winning 3-1 and after extra time, but you know, that's a long way away. There was plenty of stuff happening in between that, so we'll just get to it straight away. So the first big point that came up in yesterday's game was Dyson Maeda hits the ball. Was it Maeda that hit the ball actually? Was Maeda on it?
No,
Like, mate.
Who was it?
it was It was Carl McGregor into Engels, and Engels didn't Maida.
So, and when my dad did kick the ball in, yeah, Phil.
Well, he scored, didn't he? It was offside.
No, Raskin scored.
Oh,
Aye, it
I
wasn't
sure
him that
did.
scored.
Mate,
Maeda hit the shot.
why didn't Egan fuck off and celebrate as if he scored? I thought he scored this in the replay.
No, I think it was just because it went in. I mean,
Is it
you
just
see
because the
what
camera went to him? Right.
Aye. I
It
said so.
wasn't until I seen the replay and it's fucking Raskin.
It was a ball held, man.
Not even that, mate.
So
The back of his heel.
a lot of people are saying it's no true, nor that it must be true. They drew the lines. You
Aye.
know, so
But
we
you're
can't
gonna
really
know
argue.
that.
We can't really argue with technology here.
Well, you can really. Because I bet you all 3 years can argue with points yesterday with the fucking technology.
I was going to say that. I think there's going to be
Do you
a
know
few
what I mean?
arguments.
But things like offsides and that when they're drawing lines, that's just factual.
Well, I don't
That's
know.
no.
Sometimes when you
Maybe.
see the lines, they do look a bit funky. Because when you see it for Park, it looks wonky as
Because of
fuck.
where
But
their angles are for. But
aye,
being truthful, when I first seen it, I thought offside, and then the second one, I was like, "Oh, is he offside?" And then when they drew the lines, you seen it. It was a ball here.
He was. I think he was
Let's be
offside.
honest,
There's a lot,
it
like I
was a
said,
ball here.
there's a lot of brainiacs on Twitter and all that drawing lines themselves and saying, "Oh, it's bollocks and that." But at the end of the day, I just you need to go with VAR when it comes to things like that. To be honest, I think.
now you're probably
That's
right
true.
because you spend money on the technology. You hope that they do it right, but it's the people on the pitch and the people even doing the VAR. That's the issue. It's not really the technology. The technology, like you said, Jamie's probably spot on, but it's the people operating the technologies where the issues are.
Well, definitely, but so I was celebrating that one, but obviously it didn't happen. Getting any complaints about that at the end of the day. But how do you feel, David? Corey, how do you feel Celtic started the match yesterday? Up until that point.
I would say it was the intensity that we've been missing all season. Pretty much like we started for the get go. We looked comfortable. We wanted the ball, like quick passing, a lot of movement. Rangers looked kind of shaky to a point. I would say they didn't look comfortable with Celtic just going for them. I thought that Jenga, he didn't look. Or Jiba, was it Jiba? Or Jenga,
Giga,
what is it?
Giga,
Whatever. He was fucking
Jenga.
Jenga, big Jenga.
Aye, him
Played
dog
like
shit.
fucking Jenga.
Right, mate, he was dog shit. I spoke to a Rangers fan the day and they were like, I can't really defend him. Like, he's a fucking defender. That's ultimately your only job. I mean, that is his job at the end of the day, and he just didn't look comfortable defending. And so I thought Celtic first half were probably the best we've played so far this season, just that one half.
I agree, mate. I think that we've seen that straight away. You know, Maida was running back all the time. Tunechi was running back. I seen Nigrin step up his game a bit now as well. So I definitely seen intensity. What about you, Davey? How do you think Rangers started the game yesterday?
Well, we were flat, mate. And as you say, Big G didn't have the best of starts either. And I don't know if that just went through everybody, but I wouldn't just blame him. I'd say it was the rest of everybody too for not having the better start. But we came into it, second half, we were probably the better team with 10 men. Whereas you'd expect us to control the game a lot more, finish it off, whereas it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
Just before we move on to the next bit, Stuart's saying here, was listening to Sky today and they're saying that they're changing that because people can be in the line but have bigger feet. So IFAB is going to look at it.
I seen something that they're meant to change it. It's like your full foot. It's not going to be like a part of your foot or because of that. I did see something like that. They're going to change it for next
Well,
season.
they've chopped half the arms, haven't they? You can't be offside with your arm anymore because you can't score with it.
Aye, but that's how loads of people caught out with offsides and stuff like their shoulder were off or something like that. But I think it's meant to be like a full foot. It's meant to be that half decent length away.
So no long after.
Back in the day.
A few goals we've scored and all. That's no fucking at
That's what I'm saying.
No long after the Celtic goal that get ruled offside, Churmitty had a very big chance for about 5-6 yards out and he put it by the post. Would you make of that one, Dave?
Shocking, mate. But I just want to speak to it about the pass. Diamandi's pass in was fucking unbelievable.
No.
Because it just cut everybody out, buff right round the corner, and then Churmitty has obviously got to do better. But it only really shows you the one angle. You need to see it from the other side to see how bad it actually was.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is the thing, mate, right? So I've said this for years, like, you test a really good player at Celtic or Rangers when they do it in big moments, you know. Churmitty can score the goals all he wants against fucking, who was it he scored against last week? Kilmarnock guy, Ibrox, you know what I mean? That's your bread and butter, but, you know, to me, top players at Celtic and Rangers, they're burying that, mate, every single time. You know what I mean? In big moments in cup semi-finals, cup finals and that, you know, that's getting stuck away. So you're spending that amount of money on a guy, you're expecting him to stick that kind of chance away, man.
I feel like it's the same situation we had with Adamida. Big transfer fee. He can score against the weird club. I know he's only scored one goal, but he can probably play better against the weird clubs. But he only scored that one goal against Rangers.
Yeah.
Oh, Ibrox as well. I forgot about that one. I was thinking about just the cup final. So
it was right in line with me. That's the reason I know.
I think it's the same situation with him because they've spent, what was it, 8 or 9 million you spent on the boys?
Supposedly.
So that doesn't matter what how he plays it. That's always going to be in the back of your mind. Like, is that £8 million worth of player?
Aye.
There's always going to be that, and it's probably going to hinder him for probably his whole Rangers career unless he goes on a crazy run and starts playing a lot better than he did yesterday.
What we've got to remember too is he's 21, isn't he? So we're scouting at him for missing all his chances, but again, he's a boy, isn't he? Same as your 2 goal scorers yesterday, do you know what I mean? Osmond and Hingman, they're boys, but we're on their back constantly if they miss chances, call them shite if they have a bad game, but they're fucking boys.
One player I need to mention for Rangers I thought was really poor was Danilo. I thought that he really offered nothing, to be honest with you. I mean,
mate, I was actually surprised, Jamie, that was a change at half time. I thought Churmitty would have come off.
Same. I thought Churmitty would. The 2 chances, I thought, get him off.
Aye, we may as well talk about that one while we're here. How the fuck does he not get a fit on that back post?
Don't know.
Is he shot himself for your defenders jumping in front of him?
But he had a good bit. He had a good bit of space, man.
Aye, no, I know.
Like Jamie was
Sriracha
saying,
had went forward, mate. He was on his own.
He's like,
do you know what I mean?
Saying if he was a top quality player,
that's gone away, and it's like that's why I'm being critical of Danilo. At least Churmitty gets in the positions. You know what I mean? I thought Danilo was really poor yesterday. I don't think he offered anything.
You say that, Jamie, right? But then look at his touch and his finish against Hibs during the week.
I know. I played.
Do you know what I mean? So it's mad how they can do it one game and then look fucking shite. Like his first touch yesterday was honking. Didn't he? Look?
His dad must have went up the road on Friday or something.
He did. His dad wasn't there. He put a
Wasn't
message.
there? But yeah, maybe that's why he's like, fuck this.
Did you know? See, he done a video, mate, and it was Danilo talking about how his dad's proud of him, and he just wants to be in with the fans when he plays. Nobody's no playing. When he plays, he wants to be in the crowd with the fans. Rangers
Somebody
TV
said
done
on
a
Clyde
fucking.
One yesterday. Somebody said on Clyde One after the game that Danilo reminds them of Kemar Roof. You know, he's not much a starter, but he'll keep on and score goals. I completely disagree with that. I thought Kemar Roof was a really good player for Rangers. I know that he didn't start, but that was all fitness wise, wasn't it?
Aye, but if you
Kemar
look
Roof
at his
was there
goal
all the
scoring
time.
record for when he did play, he was a goal scorer.
Exactly. I don't think Danilo's
Remember the
anywhere
one
near
he
that.
used when it was just the chest? Remember, just the shot and the chest in? Just there when you need them.
Roof to me is a far better player than Danilo.
Just injuries with Roof, to be fair.
Aye.
That's what fucked him.
But so I obviously after the Chermiti chances, Cornelius had a very late tackle on Johnny Kenny. Yeah, I personally, I don't think it was a red. I think it was a very rash challenge.
Yeah.
Aye.
I thought you were doing
I think they should have been 39 men, mate.
You think it was a red, aye?
Being honest, too, aye. Because think about it, you're saying Asgard was a fully through, so was that. Payford won the ball and fully through, so what's the difference?
I think people
that's on his ankle, so that's higher.
I think people were saying the Cornelius one
was going, so why is it not?
They were saying the Cornelius one, they thought they maybe was off the ground, but it didn't look like he was off the ground.
No, it wasn't off the ground, mate. His foot was up high. Caught him right on the ankle. You see the ankle going that way, so we've seen them
give. It was a bad tackle, but I don't know.
I don't think it was a red. I know what you're saying, David, but I don't think it was enough in it to say red. I think he just caught him late. You see tackles like that quite a lot, actually. You know what I mean? And I think also
years ago it was a yellow. No, it's a red for me.
Well, I think what helps is obviously the reaction of players and all that, isn't it? You know, I think if sort of the Celtic players had made a big deal about that one again, like they did with Asgard, I think it might have been a different story. But I don't know. I think, to me personally, I think it was just a bit of a rash tackle that deserved a yellow. But
I agree with you, Jamie. I thought it was a poorly timed tackle, but I didn't. I think maybe like David was saying, like it was his ankle. So if it was a bit higher, different story. But I think maybe because it was still quite low, considering Asgard's, it was fucking near enough Ralston's buzz was away. So I think.
But the difference with that, he's won the ball and put his foot down, and Ralston's there. Do you know what I mean? He's actually through he's won the ball and went through. That's why I'm saying it's a red.
Intensity saved him. He didn't deem it a reckless. I mean, Jamie, we're not talking about that yet. We'll be talking about Trusty one in a second. But the next thing that happened was Asgard did get a straight red. Personally, as soon as I seen it, I knew it was going to be a red, man. It was just high. It was reckless.
You knew, mate.
You know, it was just an absolute horror tackle, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't know what he's thinking.
But see, before that, some bit of skill to keep it up, innit?
Aye. See if he got the ball, then fair enough. But you like Celtic didn't. It was 0-0 at that point, wasn't it?
No, 1-0.
Oh, 1-0. So he's trying to get the ball back, try to get the ball in the box as quickly as he can. So I can kind of get why he attempted it, but it was just he timed it fucking woefully, man.
It's one of the ones, but you know when you're on the park and the ball's coming down, you're not looking anywhere else. Whereas he's had to actually have a look and see what's coming, and he's just looking for that ball. Pulled it out the wide, Fitz came down, and it is dragged down Ralston's shots, as you've seen in the picture after he was sent off. You know what I mean? So it's one of the ones where maybe in some days they wouldn't get. But I've seen tackles. We have seen fucking Alan Power, Ryan Jack in the heat, and it was a yellow.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
In these games, because it's such a big rivalry and intensity in that, you'll probably find that Asgard was like when the ball turned, right? When he turned, he probably thought, I'm going to lay a wee bit in here. I'm going to put a wee bit into Ralston here and show that I'm here, and you know. But obviously, he just took it too far, man. It was too high. He went in with the studs and that, and you know. The thing is, I find it really difficult to criticise players in games like this because, you know, we've never been in that position, man. You know what I mean? They're surrounded by, what, 40-odd thousand people, all screaming, all fucking going mental and that. And, you know, you're getting hyped up before the game. And, you know, I don't feel Asgard meant to go and hurt Raskin
Nah.
sorry, Ralston yesterday. I feel that he was fucking up for it, you know what I mean?
He
And
was late, mate. He was late. That
it
was
was
it.
late. It was just that probably was a lot. It probably looked a lot worse than it actually was. You know what I mean? I know Ralston was showing his fucking his scars and that after it, man. But like, mate, think about that cauldron these guys were in yesterday. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think he was meaning to leave one on Ralston because I think I agree with David. I think he just wasn't even paying attention about players around him. He's just like, I'm going to get that ball. And as soon as he put his foot out, he was like, fuck, he's right there. Like, it was just that close. I think it was kind of more accidental more than that he went out to stick a bit in the Ralston. I think it was more like just an accident. I think that was people I seen on Twitter saying that can't be a red if it was accidental, but you can't argue that it's no red card.
Mate, it doesn't matter nowadays if it's
You can't.
accidental. He's caught him in the groin.
I know
Do you know what I mean? It's a red
that's the
card.
argument. Aye.
For all I was shouting it was accidental, but I knew what was happening. Do you know what I mean? I knew what was coming as soon as it went in.
May have been
Because you just
accidental,
knew.
but it was
With a bit
definitely
of skill, it was
That was just
happening.
the argument I seen on social media and stuff like that, and I'm like, you can't argue that that's not.
Mate, you're going to get arguing, but into that's the thing.
Aye.
Oh, that's
Let's
just
be
part and
honest.
parcel. As Stu's saying, can't defend that. Plus, it was his first Old Firm, so his anxiety would have been through the roof. 100%, man. I agree with that.
Maybe a wee bit too hyped up, like you were saying, Jamie. He's getting hyped up for the game, so he's probably. Plus, he missed one due to injuries and stuff like that, so he's like, I'm going to make this one count type of thing.
Aye. James, we'll get to that, mate. We're just coming to that in a wee second. Just got to talk about Celtic goal and that. So we missed the Celtic goal. Obviously, it was a good goal in my opinion. Arnie Engels with the corner. Engels for me was shocking with the corners yesterday. He kept fucking putting it too long, you know, all the time. But this time he managed to swing it in. Johnny Kenny gets in between Raskin, and I think it was Giga, wasn't it?
No, Magoma.
Was it Magoma?
Magoma's the one that stands still. And Kenny gets out the top of him, mate.
Aye, and Johnny Kenny sticks it away. It was a good goal, Corey.
I was cracking header. Like, we've been critical of Kenny for a wee while, just thinking that he's not really up for it and stuff like that. But the past two games, it seems like he's got a bit of confidence about him. And I thought yesterday he played really well against Falkirk. He played really, really well. So I don't know. Maybe is that him turning a corner? Maybe is that him showing a bit of form, showing what he's all about? Because we know he is a good goal scorer. He done it in Shamrock Rovers. He was the highest goal scorer in the Conference League, so he knows where the net is, type of thing. So, massive confidence boost for the boy. First start, is it, in the Old Firm, and he gets a goal. And buzzing for him, to be honest.
Well, you use the OF words, mate. You'll be getting fucking hate in the chat now.
Oh, fuck, it is the Old Firm. I don't give a fuck.
Bastards.
It always will be. I don't give a fuck.
Johnny Kenny took his goal well, and it obviously scored a couple during the week, so obviously got a lot of confidence. And I think Martin O'Neill and Sean Maloney are a big thing to do with this, because we'll get to him later as well, but I seen Osmond talking after the game, just basically saying that Martin O'Neill, as soon as he came in, took him aside and just said, listen, you know, I rate you really highly, and put his arm on him, and just, you know, and there's no doubt in my mind he's done that with Johnny Kenny as well. Do you know what I mean?
That's because he's a good man manager.
Aye.
Even if he doesn't believe it, he's saying it. Do you know what I mean? To get the confidence going in the boy. And see, the thing is, Corey, you said he's critical of Kenny. When was Kenny gave a run of games?
I know, but I was just
meaning,
when he did come on, it was like,
aye, but
I know what you were saying. I know what
you
you're saying.
You need to get a run of games to fucking say, right, he has got good, he's shite. But look at you, you were always conflicted with the last year, and he got a run of games. It was either shite or he scored. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
So
I hope that hopefully as him turning the corner and he has shown his worth, because he's still young, like you were saying. He's only 23 or something like that, so he's still young. So I just hope that that's him. He's getting a bit of confidence, and start scoring goals for Celtic. But I like
Definitely.
this wee celebration. The Rangers fans better be blowing a kiss.
Never even
Just
seen it, really.
before we get to the biggest story, everybody who's in the chat, please subscribe to the channel if you're on YouTube. Follow on Facebook if you're on Facebook. Hit the like button as well. That'll get more people in. Thanks everybody who's sitting watching us anew. So we spoke about most of the stuff in the first half. Towards the end of the first half, the ball gets played into Rangers goalkeeper Jack Butland, gets his hands in it, falls to the ground, and Austin Trusty decides to put his foot in. Now, I'll go first here, right? And we'll see what your opinions are. Personally, there's a number of things to say to this. As a Celtic fan, I'll just be completely honest. Austin Trusty, first of all, is fucking idiotic for doing it, for putting his fucking foot in there. You're 1-0 up, you're one man up, and he decides to put his foot in, right? Stupid as fuck. Second of all, it's a fucking straight red card. I don't care what any cunt says, it's a straight red card. I don't care about force. And people can go down the road of, oh, there was no force. Who gives a fuck? The guy's lying on the ground, right? He's not even looking up. He's heads down, and Austin Trusty decides to kick him in the head. To me, force or no force, there was nobody near him. It wasn't like a late challenge. Austin Trusty should have seen red for that. And before you give your opinions, right? This is one thing that annoyed me about yesterday. Everybody's going about the referee and all the rest of it. What the fuck are VAR all about? How are VAR not even saying to the referee, go and you have a look at this? How many times yesterday did VAR should have intervened and said to at least to get the referee to make a second opinion out of that screen? At the end of the day, VAR failed yesterday to me. I know the referee got a lot of decisions wrong, but I think VAR are a disgrace. But 100% Austin Trusty should have been sent off yesterday.
I think what saves him and Cornelius, Jamie, is somebody put it on Twitter the day. See, because he's whipped that yellow card straight away, then VAR can just be like, oh, we don't really want to interfere with that. It's a yellow card. He's got it right. There's no much he's done wrong. What happened with Cornelius? Because I think that's my third red. Trusty should have been sent off. And there you see it. Butland's got the ball for about 2 seconds, and then his foot comes in.
Exactly.
So it's as if he's put his foot out once Butland's got the ball. Because who's the other Celtic player that kind of falls there? Butland? Is it Kenny?
Kenny or Negrin is one of the two.
It's one of them. I'm right at Butland by the legs, and then he's obviously come in. But that's my third red card, mate, in the game.
I don't understand how anybody can say it's not red there. There's Drew. Drew has said it wasn't a sending off, and he's put explanation marks here. So I really want to know, Drew, why you think that was not a red card. I really do. I want to know.
He tapped him in the head.
Right, so here's one for you then, Corey.
Well,
if that's
Casper Schmeichel,
if that's Casper Schmeichel and Danilo or Chermiti does that, and you're 1-0 down at Hampden, right? What are you saying?
Obviously, you're shouting and bawling for it because it's against your team.
No.
Aye,
be honest, mate. You're on a podcast
I'm being
here.
honest. It's a tap in the head.
You're on a podcast here to be honest.
I'm being honest.
Right.
It's a tap in the head.
Right.
Butland didn't make a big massive deal of it. Fuck it, get rid of it, man. It wasn't a red card, and as in the rules, it's all about intensity and force. The intensity was there to kick him. That's a yellow card. The force wasn't there, so there's no the other yellow card.
Right. So hold on then. So you said I asked you the question if that's Schmeichel, right, and if it's a Rangers player, and you're saying you're screaming balling for it. So if that's Schmeichel, right, and you're screaming balling for it, are you secretly thinking that's not actually a red?
Aye, if I knew that rule, I thought it was a red card.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
You're saying it's my opinion, so you can't really say you're wrong. It's my opinion.
I just fucking can't believe anybody that doesn't think that's a red.
Right. So here's another one. Same referee Paradise last year. Diamande gets pushed and kind of lifts his arm, and he gets a straight red. Jamie thought that was a red card last year, and it turns out the rules say it wasn't because he's obviously pushed. Same referee.
He done that. It was a red card for that either.
So he said he was aggressive last year. So obviously, if you're getting in with your foot, you're aggressive, aren't you?
Well, that's what I seen. It says it's
I think that's the third red card of the game. The more I see it, it's worse it gets. But
I don't think it's just a tap in the head.
I mean, they're going on about the force. We don't even know what force was in it. You can't tell.
You
All
can,
you know, all you
because
see.
Butland's up straight away. He looks at him. It's not like if he's rolling that Abin pure sore. He's not getting a concussion test. So he's just got a tap in the head. You just seen the foot in the head, and everyone's like, "Oh, that was dramatic as fuck." No, it wasn't. It really wasn't that bad. It was a yellow card was right because he done something stupid.
Reckless.
Reckless. He done something stupid. He got a yellow card. He tapped him in the head. That's like tripping somebody up, basically. Just because it was a tap in the head, because people are like, "Oh, he could have killed him, endangering the opponent." No. See if we full blown.
I've already had a deed goalie in these fixtures, mate. We don't need another one.
But see if it was like a full blown like kick, then fair enough. He was absolutely idiotic. He just done that with tap in the head. It was a bit of stupidity. It was a yellow card all day.
I can't listen. As you say, Corey, you're entitled to your opinion.
But I don't get how it's a red card. It wasn't if it was loads of force.
Mate, you're entitled to your opinion. You know what I mean? But it baffles me, man. Like, not just you, but like everybody. You know, the guy's lying on the ground. He's not even looking up, and Trusty kicks him.
It's
It doesn't
also
matter
in the
how
rules,
much
though,
force.
Jamie. It's also in the rules, though, Jamie, about
Aye, but
intention
we
of
know,
force.
Corey, the rules go out the window when it says game. Let's play.
No, the usual, everybody, if there's a
Mate,
fuck up,
as I
you
said,
always bring
I've
up the
already
rule
said
book.
Cornelius to be sent off. I think the referees
that's
were
the
fucking
same.
dire for the 2 years yesterday, by the way, not just Rangers.
Well, but I think it's the same logic.
It's
It's the same logic with Cornelius. It was in the force was probably the only thing that gave him the yellow card. I don't think he meant to go.
Manta kicks Diamandi in the chest and he doesn't get red.
Well, I think you should have got booked for that all.
Karen said definitely a red card. He kicked out at keeper's head. He was actually past the keeper and then brought his foot out to make contact. Retook it and.
But it's no matter who you support, he kicked the player in the head on the floor who had the ball well covered, so he certainly never attempted to touch the ball. Aye, correct.
Yeah.
Force means nothing. The intent to kick the player is there. See,
that's the intent there, the force isn't. So that's still a yellow card.
I don't understand how you can see force. You're just gone by Butland's reaction,
Aye, because if there was a bit of force, he wouldn't be like looking about, playing the whole 90 minutes. He would have got subbed off if there was a bit of force within that.
I genuinely think, mate, I'm not just saying this, I think that if it was Casper Schmeichel, you'd be screaming on here.
Aye, but then people always hit out with the rule book. So if they've seen that rule, then they have to be like, fair enough, you can't really argue. But people are still arguing. Because it was a tap in the head, so if he kicked him in the leg, it wouldn't be like off endangering the opponent, is it?
Celtic game, we're always going to argue.
I know, but even if it is a Celtic and Rangers game, you still have to go by the rules, and the rules say it's intent and force. Then I'm just going by the rules. If you don't like it, it's not my issue. It's in the rules. You can check it. I
moving on.
checked it.
Next point.
I think we need to stick with this.
Nah. Corey's going to end up going on it and losing his connection.
Oh no, it's buffering.
Can't hear you.
I know. I'm dying on this hill, man. I don't think it's that bad.
Jamie says not a marking Butland. So
that's what I mean.
So
aye,
what?
That is part of it.
And what does it matter?
That does matter.
I don't think it does matter in the slightest, mate.
Oh no, man.
I realize that. I mean, what do you want to say? Hold on, to actually.
I'm not saying it's sorry for it. I'm not saying it's sorry for him to do it. Again, it was idiotic. He got a fucking yellow card, but giving him a red card for a tap in the head, that was mental. That's mental.
Hold on. So if Butland had been cutting the head and then rolling about daft, is that a red card?
Aye, because there was a
even though he never touched him before.
There was a bit of force there. He's clearly stuck his boot in. I don't get how you don't get that.
Wait here, I'm away to check into my referee.
No, you are always the ones saying the football game pure soft. It's all this. I tap in the head and you're freaking out like, oh my god.
It's not tapping the head, it kicked him.
Well, why was Adgard sent off?
Kicked him with the side of his foot.
Why was Adgard sent off? It was only stuck to the back.
Since we're just talking about Trusty, again, I don't know how that can't get married in the match yesterday, right?
I know he's in the back early.
Second half, fucking Gisama pushes him out the way. But and
Well,
then he goes through and goal. And
pace.
luckily, Liam Scales is there to clear it. But to me, Trusty's just a big fucking. He's a big waste of space, in my opinion. 6 million worth of shite.
Was it the
No,
first half of extra time when Sam missed the chance as well? And he beat Trusty for pace all up. Trusty ends up falling, does he know? Michael
Aye.
saved it his feet.
Aye.
That's probably the only 2 instances he done wrong. I thought he done
Yeah,
well.
let's be honest. The keepers were good yesterday.
Aye.
Except
Aye.
for one
Michael
mistake
was
with
very
Butland.
good.
One mistake with Butland for the second goal. But other than that, everything else was fucking... Was that a corner that he saved the heater for? And he pushed it out? That was some save. Michael with the couple we're asking and Sam.
As one of my mates said in the group chat yesterday, Big Tony, he says, in Celtic Rangers games, you always see the base sides of Butland. You see the great and the good, good and the bad. Sorry, you know what I mean. It's like he made a lot of good saves yesterday, but then for
That
me,
one.
Callum McGregor's goal, he should be fucking getting closer to that.
I thought it had maybe deflected, Jamie, but it looked as if it did touch Suter, but he's dived by the ball. See, before the ball's even got to him, he's actually dived by it.
Doesn't change that direction.
I know it doesn't. That's what I'm saying, Corey. But see, when you see it at first, you're like, that must have took a deflection the way that's went in. And then when you see the other angle, you're like, it's took a deflection, but it's still be saving that. But as we said,
you spelt your name wrong as well.
Good.
For fuck's sake, Corey, your logic gets a job at the SFA.
He's probably fucking head for the referees. That's good.
He's going by the rule book.
Who's rule book? Fucking Willie Gollums.
I fucking googled it because I was like, I don't think that's right. I look up this in the rules.
Jamie says, look up the rules, for fuck's sake. That's it. Asgard was sent off because he drew blood.
Fuck's sake, it must have been
Are you mental? Fucking hell. So you need to draw blood now to get sent off? Fucking hell, lads, man.
Is that how you have never know how that
intent and force. The intent was there, that's a yellow card.
That's the main yellow cards I've seen you getting for years. In the Van game, right, where we go.
Scotty boy says, Nick Walsh is a proper Rangers man. As a teacher in a Rangers school, you still think it's all a conspiracy. Trusty gave you your dinner.
Maybe says it was a conspiracy, you fucking rocket.
See, this is the thing. It's like, I hate it, man. When like you see that Scotty boy just proves the point, right? Of football fans, they don't think. I've clearly stated on this podcast a million times, I'm a Celtic fan, right? So then, see when you say something that they don't agree with, football fans, it's like you're one of them. You're fucking this. You're that, man. Honestly.
Well, Jamie,
not even took the time to fucking see.
This will prove your point.
Wearing a fucking Celtic top, and he's saying that we're all fucking Rangers fans.
But Jamie, this will prove your point. You put that picture of Danny McGrain up. Me knowing he was a Rangers fan, I wrote who. And look at the fucking comments that came after it for a laugh.
I know, mate. It's football fans need to fucking honestly need to get a grip of themselves. Just every opinion against your club isn't against your fucking team.
Hit the subscribe button, Toots.
I hit the subscribe button.
Want a belter? Want me to answer Scotty boy? See if Nick Walsh is a Rangers man. Why was I told last night in Asda that he used to play five with full Celtic strip on?
Doesn't matter what team you support.
No, I know, mate, but somebody actually said that to me. I'll not say where they were. Poppy Scotland.
David, you're getting a wee argument here now, Scotty boy. Fucking
here we go. Fucking rocket, winning rocket. And yeah, my daughter's school. Yeah, fucking. I didn't even see that. Put that back up.
Hi, good bellend.
I'm a bellend, mate. I like that.
I know exactly. You've called that one right, Scotty boy. Is a bit of bellend, but that's a bit.
Aye, there's no fucking denying that.
Anyway, sorry, no. Last the second half, Celtic. I was fully expecting Celtic to come out and fucking attack Rangers, score a couple more goals, but it couldn't have been further through the truth, man. Rangers came out excellent. Corey, what did you think of Celtic's second half performance, mate?
I think because when Rangers were down to 10 men, they just thought, they're not going to come back in it. I think they just...
Same with us, Scotty, but it's just banter, mate. Sorry, Corey.
I think that's all right. It was just, I thought Celtic came out, like, they're not going to come out the way they actually did, and they just thought, we'll get another goal eventually, because they're down to 10 men, it's not going to... I think they just came out a bit complacency. That's the word. A bit of complacency.
Full.
Aye, wasteful. Not good enough. But Rangers, the way they came out, I was more impressed with them because Danny Rowe clearly he's still going to go for it, and I think that's what Rangers kind of needed. They needed somebody that's like even when the chips are down, like they're still going to get 110% because
Right.
like they got back into it. I know the penalties we're going to talk about that, but
Debatable.
like, they played a lot better and they could have scored a lot more goals anyway.
Aye.
What a smell. And a laugh on the man on the right. That's
That
you
me?
doing. Aye,
Aye.
sure.
See, he's got to be your pal. He's got to be your pal now, Dave. Call your Berlin
That's fine, mate. Everyone's a laugh on here. If I call somebody a rocket,
We've
I can
called them
take it back.
Bellends on this and all,
I
so
know. I'm
aye.
sound with it. It's the ones
But-
that come in that are pure want to like argue with you, even though they're right.
Toby says it's also irrelevant what school he teaches at. The game yesterday was a great advert, especially after the last game at
Bias.
Ibrox between
Aye,
the
I
two.
said
That's
that
a good
before
point.
yesterday.
That's a good
Aye,
point.
That was the
Toby
best
boy.
thing about it. That it wasn't a fucking shite game.
Aye, for a neutral, but I didn't
Second
watch.
half, it was kind of end to end, even though you had the man advantage, and sometimes you'd thought we would have the man
Aye.
advantage the way it was going in that
Aye.
second half.
Big shout out to Toby as well. Toby's a radio presenter on East End Radio, and he always gives us a wee shout out. He loves the podcast, didn't you, Toby boy?
Oh, good man.
No bother, my man. Can you change
Yes,
the
we
profile
can't
picture
agree
by
with
any
that.
chance?
We can't. I think we can all agree with that.
But it's not
Aye.
just Nick. It's not just Nick Walsh. It is a clown.
Nah,
It's
it's everybody.
it's just referees in general.
Wait.
But see, like going back to the Trusty thing, I don't believe that rule's right. I mean, I don't believe that rule's right. I think that's fucking a mental rule.
What?
But it's a
Hold
rule.
on. What?
Mate, this is the Danny Ings thing. Oh, here again with him, Jamie.
Hold on, Corey, man.
No, I'm
hold
saying
on.
no. Let me say my piece
Right,
instead
go.
of shouting
So-
the ball and doing all this.
I know
I'm
one.
saying I don't believe that rule's right because I don't think that's fair, but it is in the rules. I think that's fucking bananas.
Somebody just missed a 96-minute penalty. Oh, no.
Aye.
my
Oh, wait,
God.
hold on. Here, 2 minutes. God, just talk. I'm
Right,
just.
so hold on, right, we need to talk
I'm,
about
I'm
that. For,
saying I don't think the rule that should be the rule is what I'm saying. But I'm saying it is in the rules, and I think that's fucking bananas. The referee shouldn't sort out the rules and use a wee bit more common sense.
right, so
And
hold
they
on.
really fucking
Can I
don't.
ask you a question?
Oh,
No.
Can I ask you a question?
no, I can't.
Right.
No.
I'm going to ask you anyway, right? So now you're saying that you don't agree with the rules, right? So is the only reason you think it wasn't a red card is because that's the rules? Know that that's what you think it should have been,
Nah, it's the rules. Play by the rules.
right? So if the rules were slightly different, you would agree that's a red card.
No, because it's the rules, innit? The rules are the rules.
I'm done.
But you think the rules should be. But you think the rules should be changed, though?
There should be certain rules that should be changed, aye.
Do you agree that that rule should be changed?
Aye. But I still think it was that red card.
What?
He's contradicting
No,
his fucking
No,
self.
I'm saying,
What are you?
no, I'm saying that rule, the intent and all that pish is a lot of shite, but he did get a tap in the head.
Well, that's
Yeah,
yeah,
he's a red
just
card,
after
no?
tapping the fight.
Fuck the rules, right? Never mind the rules.
Aye.
Do you think that should have been a red card?
No.
Yes.
No.
Right, okay.
I really don't.
Got to be honest, as excellent as Trusty was, I don't think he was excellent. He was lucky with that one there yesterday, as much as I'd love to keep the green tinted specs on. Correct, McD.
Aye,
I think
mate.
that's McD. Are you McD for TikTok, mate? Just need to know that one. No red card because Butterfingers wasn't touched. No, he was touched.
See,
He was.
this is what you're up against, man. We already know he was touched because it fucking showed you on the telly. Right? And it's the same people that's saying, oh, they drew the lines fucking too early, it was onside. No, he isn't. We should have had 4 fucking red cards if they were playing to the law. That's the way it should have been. 2 for you, 2 for us. Fucking fair play on you go. Corey's a bit warm there.
I'm fucking cooking, man. I'm actually cooking in here.
Right, so what
David,
we talk about? Right,
what
into the penalty or
what
what?
did you make a Rangers like? second half performance as a whole with 10 men?
A lot better, mate. A lot better. I thought with 10 men, what can you do with 10 men when you're up against 11 men who's kind of, I wouldn't say absolutely battered this first half, but he's were the better team. So to come out in the second half with a man down, I think he changed formation when he brought on Gassam for Danilo, so he might have went like one fucking whatever he can play with 10 men. But he went back to 4 and then kind of played 4-3-2-1 or fucking 1-1 or something like that, and I thought it helped. But then Mikey Moore came on and made a difference, I know. I thought.
Aye.
And I think since Danny Rawls came in, I think Mikey Moore should start behind the strikers every game instead of Asgard.
Sorry, David, but why am I getting a wallopper?
It's me and Davey, I think. Me and Davey.
fair.
Aye,
That's
Because we
all right,
don't,
that's
we
all right.
didn't
we
think that
disagreed with that.
we didn't think that Butland got fucking touched when he clearly did. So
Well, you are entitled to your opinion.
I think your deef is blind as well as
You've
deef.
already fucking said they get touched, they get tapped, you said, so that's touched.
Aye.
No, that's what I mean. He's entitled to his opinion, but I don't think that's right.
It's like even actual touching the lassie's leg.
That's not true. You can't say
No.
that's slander, bruv.
I don't give a
Roger
fuck.
Mill made a difference. That's an absolute belter, man.
I thought they make him a
I think Mikey Moore playing behind the strikers a lot better than what he was out wide under fucking veggie heat.
Seemed that he got more freedom.
See, there's rumours he's going back to Southampton.
Aye, I said him and Southampton and Norwich are keeping an
Seen
eye
that.
on him.
But aye, Jamie, we were better second half, I thought.
Drew, why devote your show to one game played between two average sides? Well, first of all, we're a Scottish football podcast and we talk about Celtic Rangers quite a bit because we're Celtic Rangers fans and let's be honest, they're the two biggest clubs in the country. Second of all, I seen a big improvement yesterday in both teams. I thought both teams played really, really well, but we've just got carried away, mate, Drew. So don't be getting all offended, mate, because we're talking about Celtic Rangers. We will get to St Mirren, Motherwell and a couple of things as well soon, but let's be honest, the whole country is talking about that right now, so that's what we're doing as well, mate.
There's a lot of talking points to talk. There always is.
Exactly. There's quite a lot to get through. Trusty red all day long for me. The standards of the referees and VAR teams are ridiculous. They are actually passing the laws of the game and using their own interpretation of situations, in my opinion. And that's Toby's a Celtic fan.
Aye,
so
mate, I agree. Because you think about it, who was on VAR? Andrew Dallas. So it's the Celtic fans saying he's only gave that half side because he's a hun bastard. Nick Walsh sends Asgard off. He's only done that because he's a Fenian back. Blah blah. I mean, it's the same with every fucking game. Let's be honest. There's always talking points. Last year's final, Rangers penalty. You heard the fucking thing, mate. It's made out and in. Whatever that's meant to mean, do you know what I mean? We can't just have a game where it's played on the park when it means something. There's always something happens, either for you or against us or vice versa. Something always wastes the game. And yesterday it was evident that the people in black had to deal with.
Men in black.
By the way, we've not actually spoken about the penalty yet. So, obviously, was it Gassama that hit a shot, wasn't it?
Yes.
Gassama hits the shot. Anthony Ralston goes down. He kind of lands.
On the ball.
I'm not sure if I think it's a penalty.
I don't think it's a penalty because there's not much else he can do.
But see, the thing is, I think he's trying to be fly a bit and all by obviously doing that so his arms aren't out. But see, when you dive down, your elbow sticks out. So it's hurt his actual elbow. Again, that's only gone by seeing it more than once. Do you know what I mean? Like on Twitter, you're seeing it every fucking second time you flick down. Do you know what I mean?
It looks like it hits him there. So
we've seen them game against us for daft ones. We've seen them no game against us for daft ones. So, I'm going to say it was a penalty.
It looked like Miovski and him had a bit of...
And then, just so people attack me in the comments, like, I've already been done. That's my fourth red here. He should have been sent half, and that should have been 4 half.
I'm trying to just be totally honest here, and I think it was a harsh penalty, to be honest.
But that's
I know you're saying. I mean,
Ralston. Because obviously he gave us a red card. He's no gave Trusty. what was it? 10 minutes to go, 8 minutes to go.
Last 10
Do you know
minutes.
what I mean, Jack? Because you know what it's like. We've watched Fit in the past done that. He's just done that to even that up. He gave that because he's red carded him earlier on. We've all watched a
Well,
game
that's
like
what
that.
I think. I think there's an element of that.
Aye, mate.
I think
Definitely.
that Nick
But I
Walsh
don't-
gave that. But again, how the fuck have the VAR no say to Walsh, go and have a look?
No idea, mate.
But
Were
I
they happy
don't
with his
get.
decision? Because that's what it sounded like, wasn't it? Every decision that he made yesterday, they were just like, batter in.
Around the ball. But I don't know how you could give that penalty and not yellow card Ralston.
Aye, good
Double,
point.
That's
but
it.
it's
That's
double
the
jeopardy. That
confusion.
don't
I
come
don't
under
get.
double jeopardy when you get one
You
or the other.
don't get double jeopardy.
You do.
Yeah.
They don't send you off now for half the time when you're
I
getting
thought it
penalties
was.
unless it's a drag back or that, mate. I swear to God. See,
I
for
thought it
things
was
like
only
that, you don't
England.
get the second error.
I thought it was
But
only
surely if
English
he's
referee
deemed
had
that, a handball though.
Aye,
that should
no,
still
it
be
should
it.
have been. But, and I also think the second half when Sam's put the ball by Ralston and he's ran into him, how's that no a second error either? But he's played on. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know,
There was
because
a
he
few,
didn't get
let's be
booked.
honest, there was a
Ralston
few
didn't get booked.
tackles that were dubious and you're like, and I've already said Cornelius should have been half before end thanks. I'm just going for 7 tackles.
But
I
I
seen a
think.
clip of sorry, carry on.
Be
I
good
was
at the
just
end
going
of
to
the
say, I
month
think. See
when
Ralston's
Colin comes
first.
out and explains himself.
You
Are you
done?
gonna
I was just thinking, see Ralston's first yellow. I thought that was a bit harsh as well. Because I'm
what
sure that
happened to
was.
that again?
Oh, who was it he tackled? I can't
No,
remember.
Corey, I think that was jammed up in the foot a few. I don't
Was
think
it?
he gets booked for that
I
tackle.
thought it was just that one tackle because it was
No,
like it was more like a
I think
shoulder
he
barge
done
type of
he
thing.
done before that. I think it was a build
Was
up
it?
because there's
Alright.
one where Diamandi gets pulled back, right? I think it's early. Usually, when you see somebody getting pulled back, the fucking yellow cards it straight away, and it wasn't. So, but 4 year red cards it should have been, mate.
I think I seen a clip of our Rangers podcast after the game last night, and the boy made a good point by
Jamie, don't
saying
be telling people that.
that was just on
Go
I think
on.
TikTok
you're
or
a
whatever.
Rangers fan.
I wasn't getting it my way to see it. It was like on TikTok or whatever.
I
And
just
the boy
subscribed. Just subscribed that once.
the boy said in the first half Anthony Ralston done like he obstructed the boy and they gave a free kick. And I think that's what actually led to the Chormitty chance at the back post.
Right, aye.
And then the second half, Ralston done exactly the same thing, and the ref's like,
Play on, that's the
let
one
it
making
go.
Sam, mate, aye.
And I remember
Two
seeing that at the
seconds.
time and thinking how you get that in the first half, you know, and that's the thing that us football fans we get frustrated by is the
That's what
lack
annoys
of
you. Aye.
consistency. You know what I mean?
Aye,
There's no
mate.
consistency all the time,
And see,
and
the
it
thing
really is
is,
fucking annoying.
we could watch Kilmarnock v Motherwell next week, and there'll be something that happened in our game, and it'll either be a red card or they'll walk away with nothing, whereas he's booked or sent somebody after in that game. Do you know what I mean? And it could be a different referee altogether, mate. I just think Scottish officials are shite.
Nah, I agree. And not just Scottish officials, by the way, like
Aye, mate, that.
across the board.
The refs in Scotland are
Jinky67, welcome in, mate. How you doing?
Aye,
As
mate.
an honest
Everything
Celtic
I've
fan,
said.
Trusty. As an honest Celtic fan, Trusty, lucky not to get red, but Cornelius' tackle was the worst of the afternoon.
See?
The rest of
Told you.
Scotland are the worst I've seen. Refs from down south should be brought in. Well,
They're
Jinky,
just as bad.
I agree with you, some of that, mate. I don't agree that Cornelius was a straight red, to be honest. And I don't agree with the refs being down in England being brought in because they are just as bad, man. You know, the English media are constantly going on about the refereeing down there as well. So, but I agree with you about the Trusty thing. I think that should have been a red card.
I agree with Mono 3 points except for the English referees. Referees are shite. Cornelius should have been seen red and so should Trusty. I'm going with 3 out of 4.
So Celtic end up winning. I've got to mention here, young Osmond. I thought he was brilliant when he came on. I thought James Forrest was brilliant when he came on.
How's Forrest missed that one in the set? Was it the second half near the end before we scored when he battled the bar?
I hit the bar and then he got another chance when it came back out. But I thought Forrest was excellent when he came on, man. He was gliding by players. It was seeing James Forrest 10 years ago again.
Aye, you got slagged them all year.
Nah. And then Osmond was just, I thought he was brilliant, man. He missed a big chance that James Forrest created for him. Hit it right at Butland, which was quite frustrating. But He took his chance well when Kieran Tierney crossed it in for him. He
Well,
looks like
see
he's
that
got
one,
bundles.
Jamie?
He looks
I
like
was
he's got
actually
bundles of
thinking he was
pace.
offside. See his goal? Oh, until I seen it again, obviously. I'm like, he might have been offside actually in front of the defender, but nah, he timed his one to perfect,
He's a
mate.
melon now.
Aye.
He to me looks like the real deal. I think he could be, a really good player for Celtic if he's.
First fucking 4 months.
Yeah,
Been wasted in the B team for 4 months.
that's it. I don't know what Brendan Rodgers fucking seen to think, nah, I'm
Yeah,
going to
wasn't,
leave
he
him out.
wasn't
I don't
interested, was he?
get it. No, I don't. I don't think Brendan. I think yesterday proved that a lot of players weren't playing for Brendan Rodgers. To be honest,
Aye.
you know what I mean. I think
It might not even be the one they playing from. It might just be Martin, and he was a better man manager. Aaron than they should have. Older manager knows how to get players to play for him.
No.
Whereas Brendan Rodgers, it's about me. Yous are just my fucking. Do you know what I mean?
It's never about Martin O'Neill's image or ego. It's just
Aye.
what's better for the club.
Aye.
But I was thinking this as well. See, if we do get a new manager in, I would still like Martin O'Neill to maybe be like an advisory role. See, somebody who just maybe see if we do go down the route. I hope we don't, but if we go down the route of like Sean Maloney, see if he was just there as like a wee bird in the ear, this is what you should do.
But like upstairs.
Aye. Even if we get somebody relatively young, like I've seen that Dortmund manager, that if he comes in, just to say hypothetically he does come in, see if Martin O'Neill was there as somebody who's like been there, done it in the club, I think that would help anybody. It would be the same with you. I don't. I was going to say Walter Smith, but obviously if he was still alive.
It's
But
the
see if
same,
he
innit?
still had. But see if like he was still alive and Walter Smith was in that role, you would be like, what a better person, what better person would you learn off it? I think that would be my thinking if I was Desmond. To be fair,
Well, see when Gerrard came in, mate. I think before Walter Smith died, Gerrard was phoning them all the time.
I think that's
Do you know what I mean?
that, especially in like the goldfish bowl of like the Celtic Rangers.
Well, the good thing is Maloney knows about it.
But
Do you know what I mean? He's done it
even
before.
Even if it's not Sean Maloney, see if it's just somebody who's maybe relatively new to the country. Martin O'Neill was just there to have, like you said, phone call. What should I expect? Like, the media's going to be like this, the referees are like this. I think that's what's kind of missing, really, with Celtic.
Well, no, until you appoint somebody.
Exactly, but that's what I would like.
Well, he was asked that in the press conference. I don't know if you've seen it. His first press conference. And the guy said to him, can you see yourself being in like as you say, an advisory role after it and all that? And he went, that's not something that's been discussed. And he says, and to be honest with you, I can't see that happening.
I would love that to happen because I think
it
makes
sense.
How long
do you think he's there for? Roughly.
I still think the international break.
Is he there for the final? Is he there for the final, 14th of December?
No.
I don't know, because I was speaking to somebody today and they says I wouldn't mind it, but I would only not mind it as if Celtic don't think they've found the right person to take over. See if it's like they've maybe looked at a few people and they're like, maybe it's not quite right. I wouldn't mind Martin O'Neill being there, but see if it was like he was offered it permanently, I don't know if I would be fully on board with that.
DM McDonald says, Corey, I'm sure there's talk that there might be plans in place to Sean Maloney in that advisory type role. Technical director, I might have picked that up wrong, though, mate.
Sean Maloney being an advisory role. I don't see how that would make sense. It makes sense to me if it was Martin O'Neill, just for the sheer fact he's managed and he's been there for so long. I don't get Sean Maloney being in that way because he's not managed anybody successfully. Might not be
that job exactly, but I'm sure I saw it was that upstairs job.
Well, was it no Maloney? Was it the first half extra time? Was it no Maloney? Was in the huddle, like dishing out the team talk? Martin O'Neill was standing beside him.
I seen something like he's meant to be more the tactical side. It Martin O'Neill's more of the motivation. Let's fucking go! Like we're
aye, the man manager.
Similar to kind of Rodgers and Kennedy, I think.
A wee bit, but I think Rodgers and Kennedy had a weird dynamic because it felt like Davey says, it was all about Brendan. You never really seen him say, oh, John does this, John does that, but I can imagine Martin O'Neill in an interview saying Sean does a lot of this, does a lot of that. I reckon we'll have someone and by the end of that's what I said.
When
Aye,
it's
You need to
international
read it all
break.
out, mate, for Spotify and that, remember?
a week or two. Oh, I reckon we'll have someone in by the end of the international break. Personally, as much as I'd love Martin O'Neill to lead out the team for the final, but that's what I seen as well. Like he done 3 different interviews after the game. One of them he was saying absolutely not, I'm not doing it. Second one was like, we'll wait and see. And the third one is like, oh, it's a dream. I would love to do it. So I'm like, he's keeping me.
Well, you can't get in an interview and say the same thing that you've said today. Got to change it up.
But I did miss, like, see, obviously for his first press conference to even look yesterday, but I missed Martin O'Neill's just kind of witty, like, banter a wee bit because he was like, I turned 73 on Monday, but I feel fucking 94 the
94.
day and all that. Aye, like that, and slagging himself because he's a bit older and he's like, is anyone remotely my age and all that. I kind of like that about Martin O'Neill. He tried to be a bit of a funny cunt. He's just there for a laugh. Aye.
International break is coming after next weekend's fixture, Scotty, mate.
Okay.
Right, we can't. So we've got to the end of that, and we're going to be Celtic are going to be
End of
playing.
what you said, Mirren, Kev?
Celtic are going to be playing St Mirren December the 14th at Hampden. Then they watch the game.
No, I was at that party,
I
mate.
watched highlights. St Mirren looked fucking very, very dominant for what I
Seen 2 goals, first 2.
I think Motherwell started off a better team for what I've seen, and then kind of St Mirren took over after the goal.
Aye, that's
Good for Stevie Robertson, but let's be honest.
Let's be honest, mate. Stevie Robinson, amazing gaffer, man. What a fucking manager. The guy.
And the Dean's old team.
Aye.
And I think that his pedigree is just going to get higher and higher now. And now he's made a final after all these 6 top finishes. He's definitely moving on soon, man.
See, the thing is, I don't think they'll win it, but he'll put up a good fight, I think.
No.
To try.
I think last time we played
Do you know what I mean?
in the cup final, we actually lost.
Aye.
Nah, I mean.
But that was when we were at the league and he's just Lennon just couldn't get the 3-1 win it. He just ended up winning the leagues because he couldn't just do the treble.
Aye, Stephen Thompson always playing St Mirren at the time. But like you said, Stephen Robinson is probably the second best manager in the league, I would say, behind Derek McInnes. So, aye.
Stu says, yes, I watched the full game. Saints were on fire. Gogic was impressive in that defence.
Aye. But see, like you were saying with Stephen Robinson, that his pedigree and all that, he'll go higher and higher. Do you think he'll need to leave Scotland then for the next job? Or?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Who do you think he'll go to then?
Hearts.
Hearts or Hibs.
Aye, but where's the Hibs maybe a good shout. But I think Hearts are settled. I think Derek McInnes will leave him when the Scotland job comes
he'll
up.
get sacked when their form dips, mate. Either this year or next year, he'll go through a bad spell and he'll get punted.
I mean, Derek McInnes' stock will get higher as well, though. So he could.
I think the only
he's done it,
the next step for him is the Scotland job. That I would like Derek McInnes to be the Scotland job, or even Stephen Robinson can take the Scotland job. I think that would.
It's no Scotland, mate. He's out for one international job, isn't he?
Aye. But I could see Stephen Robinson going to England as well, though. I could see him going to a championship team and doing really well.
He's done all that. Did you know Motherwell to go to like Morecambe? And it didn't work, and then come back up to Motherwell. He was at Motherwell twice, wasn't he?
Eh?
He was at Motherwell twice, wasn't he?
Motherwell, Morecambe, then back to Motherwell, then St Mirren.
Aye.
Sure.
Aye, I'm sure he was there twice, mate. They sacked him and then he came back up after it didn't work out in England.
Aye.
And then I think they sacked him again and then he eventually got St Mirren job maybe a year later.
There's John Crossan making a ridiculous statement. Oh my God, you lot are going on and on and on, and you're beaten by a better team. Can you not see the big Celtic strip right in the middle there, John? No?
I know. Cunts don't care, Jamie. They just want to come on and comment shite.
Fucking hell, man.
I'm the only fucking product out the 3 years. They 2 are takes. Arrowheads, crash barriers, the lot.
You did save them up. I know that.
There's Tourette's is hitting in again at the end, man.
Oh, there he goes.
Fucking shut up.
So Stephen Robinson, he's definitely going to go into bigger and better things.
Aye,
No
mate.
disrespect to St Mirren, but
Right.
Yeah.
he's doing a phenomenal job there,
Jambo,
man.
you're going to talk about the future champions? 4-0 they won.
4-0 Hearts won against Dundee at home. I seen they've scored some good goals again. They played really well, but
Did they?
they're not
I'm
winning
not
no fucking league. They ain't winning no league. No chance.
What are they in front of you now?
Nine.
Nine, aye. Aye, that's
McInnes
facts,
has
man.
said in a podcast he will leave Hearts when Scotland job comes up.
Aye. He said there's no
Did they
Fucking game
actually
at the
say
new
they
then.
words though?
Game at the new, because Clark's fucking hopeless.
Well,
Yeah.
Clark's getting the World Cup and that'll be it, man, if he gets the World Cup, but that'll be it. He'll be off after
What did
that.
you make of the Scotland team that got announced?
I mean, why did he know Dame Shanklin good enough for the last one, but yet he's good enough for this one?
Correct. Yeah.
I don't know.
Plus
Correct.
Scott Bain's back in the fucking squad, which is just insane.
What do you mean back in the squad?
Has he not been in before?
Aye,
Well, I
25
think he
years
said a
ago.
couple of times. Aye. The Baniacs are all fucking buzzing.
He's
You
fucking
can't go
horrendous.
with... But see, the thing is, see if you don't start Scott Bain, why take him?
I think he's a good
What age
character
is he?
in the dressing room and that.
In
What
case
age is he? But
31,
That's right.
32.
I'd just say that, probably early
right,
30s.
he was no fucking kicked a ball until this season. He was happy to just collect his wages at you, knowing he wasn't going to play or at all.
He had the best job ever, man.
He only had to
actually had the
train.
best job
I
ever.
heard he only had to train 3 days a week or something.
He didn't do full training sessions. Supposedly, he was just there like to pick up the bibs and the balls. Like he wasn't doing proper training.
Why is he left Celtic?
£8 to
But
10
you see
grand
that,
roughly he
didn't
was
you?
on a week.
You had who did
Easy
you have?
job.
Heaton? Was it Heaton? Tom Heaton at Man United after he was brilliant for Burnley all the years. Who was it? Scott Carson.
Aye,
Scott Carson at Man City.
didn't
I
play
went to the
fucking game.
Etihad and I was
Aye.
back to the game. Sit under
There you
Carson's
go.
jersey.
Scott Bain was last in the squad in 2019 before
Wow.
COVID.
6 years ago, man.
You know what I mean?
Was
I
it
think
your
that
goalie?
was. I think that was during Neil Lennon's last spell when he was a goalie.
Was it your goalie? Oh, is that when fucking Hingley was here?
When Barkas was there, but he was
That's
shite.
the one.
Aye.
That's a good point for Stu. Ben's only one playing first team football because Craig Gordon and Liam Kelly on the plane.
Jamie, what's happened?
I know you sound like you're an AT.
Darth Vader there.
This is my computer noise.
Can't you better now?
No. Right at the end, you fucked it.
I'll come out and come back in.
Aye. It's since you left that first time.
Now you're gone.
Right, Corey, did you watch any English games?
No. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, actually totally
I watched a
forgot
wee
about
bit of Man City Bournemouth yesterday and her pals bit, and
Man City playing alright.
mate, they were already 2-1 up, but Bournemouth were the better team. Like,
Makes no
some
sense.
of the things Bournemouth were doing was brilliant. They just couldn't get back into the game, and then Man City scored again, I'm sure. Hi, mate.
Hi, Jamie.
You hear me?
Aye,
can
better.
hear you. You're still in the top but the corner, but
Patch it that one.
oh,
Well,
he's patched
cheers,
his
mate.
up. Oh no.
Oh, we're having a nightmare, guys.
Oh, hiya. Hello.
Hi, you prick.
Hiya, pal.
Just
Yeah,
leave it
well,
at that.
Hiya.
My name Corey. Yeah.
Give us a song, Kate Bush.
Don't tell me to give you a song. I heard one of my favourites getting sung yesterday.
Oh no, all of yours are going down. Fucking today you are. They were back. How you doing?
I heard
Back
some
again.
nice
Back
songs
again.
on that terrace yesterday.
I know.
Here, what about the story with the Union Bears and all trying to get help for an old boy in the stadium and the police and stewards were fucking useless?
Mate, that's happened a few times. It happened when I was at Hampden. A boy, I think he took a heart attack and they just stood and stared for a wee bit and everyone's like, fucking move your ass. And they made that a clear path, so like on you go. And they just stood and waited on someone
Aye,
going,
mate.
"Aye, on you go." Like, fucking move.
I think it's because it's who it is.
Because it's
Because it was the Union Bears, that's how they weren't really giving a fuck. But supposedly, instead of getting the guy a trolley, they made him walk, and he could hardly fucking walk.
Fucking
See, this is what these two cunts do, everybody. They go for a fucking tangent together. I don't even know what you're talking about. No idea what you're on about.
Well,
It's better
you
this
should
for the end of
totally
just
fucking
talking
Darth Vader,
jobbies.
you wouldn't need to jump out and jump back in.
Well, I jumped out for 2 seconds and you've lost his fucking 15 viewers.
Nah, they 15 viewers fucked off because they think you're a Rangers fan.
And they've had enough. We've stopped speaking about the Old Firm the last.
Aye, one mention of fucking St Mirren and that was it. Boom, we're gone.
We're back up for 5.
Aye, so Liverpool, Stu says Liverpool game was good. Game Wrexham Coventry game, another great game.
I missed that one. That was the Friday night game, wasn't it?
I really want to see Wrexham do well, man. I love
Nah.
Rob McElhenney
Nope.
because of It's
Never
Always
know
Sunny in
having it.
Philadelphia. If you haven't seen that, get a watch on Netflix.
Get a watch.
Wrexham are shite.
You ever watched the documentary?
Nah.
No, but I want to.
It's quite
We'll
good.
watch it then.
It's
Is that alright, aye? I'm not really into documentaries, but documentaries kind of bore me though.
No, that one's pretty decent because like because it gives you a bit of a story of the actual club before they were they bought them over and all that. It's quite
Aye,
good.
they were shite.
Pretty much, but they were it's quite good and
To be fair,
the actual.
Jamie, you'll know more than me. Was Wrexham quite big when we were young? Growing up?
I think the championship
no.
with Max
I mean, they just floating about doing like
just floating
the
about, mate,
championship tour or whatever back then, wasn't
it? Neil Lennon played for him, didn't he? Or was that
it? I don't
Wicklow?
know. Did
I think so. I think he did when he was younger.
I know Robbie Savage played for them.
I know they had a big FA Cup win against somebody, but that was like the 80s or something like early 90s maybe.
Was that Liverpool?
Toby, I know Davey's going to agree with you on this one, mate. He's a big fan of him as well. Grand comment, sorry. That one. Davey's a big fan of him as well, man.
Come on, you've let yourself down. I've agreed with everything he said except me that.
Tobias, I love you, brother.
Nah.
All's forgiven.
You're
You're welcome back.
No, he's banned.
You're welcome back. Mate, who's the other person you had an argument with in the comments?
Fucking what, man?
Scotty boy.
No.
You talking about the Germany one? It was O'Brien.
Aye, Brian.
Brian.
Remember, he was trying to get back to the 60s.
He was like, and that just came in my head there when he was just.
And that wasn't even an argument. He said something, and I told him he was an old bastard.
Look how far we've come, but boys, do you know what I mean? Look at this.
I know. It's a good laugh, isn't it?
30 people in, or that, you know what I mean? Back in the days, we had 1 or 2. We're doing well, guys.
Mere comments, I know.
Wait till next week.
Where's fucking Natalie? Is she fucking still up? She's usually fucking 10 minutes behind us, and I asked her when we've already spoke about it.
No, I checked the message when she said that she messaged me. She copy and pasted the statement.
Was that what it is?
Aye, that's all it is. Because see, when I seen it in the message,
it was too long. Released a few this week. The last couple of weeks.
It was like Rogers left, but I just seen it and it was like massive of what.
Is there anything else came out about that? Did they get resigned? Did they get sacked?
They have been a mediocre. Wrexham has been a mediocre club since I can remember.
There you go.
70s.
That answers that one.
Yeah.
But then again, so were Man City. So were Chelsea. When they get voted out, you know what I mean?
The only thing I seen was that Stephen McGowan saying that he basically had a meeting and he says either it was like what Jamie said basically.
I remember.
That was it. That's the only thing I've seen.
That's where I go to think,
well, it was what I said was that Jerry Keogh, he wrote like he's seen this coming months out before because he fell out with Tisdale. Tisdale was taking players to him and he was just like, nah.
Well, see the boy Fisalta, great listener, great banter, same as your Stuart, man. Get him a hat.
Stuart. You know you can get a hat anytime, mate. Message him.
A hat, a mug, and a fucking keyring for him.
Yep. Aye, the keyring's just a fully us free like that.
That'll be 40 quid, but
no, when I do keyring, Mars is it? Big spotty arse.
That's the other side. Oh Jesus! I did. What was it? A boy for Salter that I speak to said that Stephen Welsh said that for the first day of pre-season.
Well said, man. Well said.
What's that? Don't agree with some stuff you lot say, but you're still better than that shit. I don't agree with that. Fucking
I do.
You don't agree
He's
with
a
better than that?
fucking
No, well
roaster.
done, Corey. Good way to promote the fucking podcast.
He's a fucking roaster, that cunt.
John Paul
What's his
Dicey
name?
was a
Connect
fucking
Finley?
hero.
Paul John's a
You-
good guy. I'm not having anything
I
to
do,
do with Paul
pal.
John.
not
He's a
having
good
that
guy.
slander.
He's
Guys, supposedly Rodgers was fucking, his whole demeanour was fucking that he couldn't be asked being there for the first day of pre-season.
but fair fucks to you. See if he's asked for a meeting and you have done that. Text him and done that. We've accepted your resignation. Fuck you.
Right,
Good
so
on
hold
you,
on.
man.
Let me explain to people watching in case anybody knows, right? So basically, what Stephen McGowan said on PLZ Soccer was that Brendan Rodgers called for a meeting on the Monday morning because he wanted to hash things out and get it sorted. So in the meeting, he said, listen, are we going to take things forward? Because this isn't good, this kind of atmosphere around the club. We need to get it sorted one way or the other. And if you don't want to accept that, you don't want to do that, then I may as well go. And then he left the meeting, and then a couple of hours later, Dermot Desmond phoned him saying, we accept your
Catch.
resignation. So
Catch.
that to me sounds like he was sacked, but that was Stephen McGowan saying that, who obviously knows his stuff and he's in the know. So to me, that does sound like a sacking, but Rodgers hasn't
good.
come out and had his say yet. So
Where the hell do you think Desmond phoned Martin O'Neill first and says, give me 5 minutes?
I just need to send that a text.
aye, they
2
actually-
seconds.
You know what I mean?
Well, Martin O'Neill said he was
Martin, get
in.
Mahoney on the phone.
Martin O'Neill said he was in London because he was on Talksport that morning. He was
Aye.
walking along a street in London. Dermot Desmond phoned him, told him the situation, and said, "You've got 10 minutes to make up your mind." So,
Aye. And the day before he was telling us Hearts were going to win the league and Rangers were shite.
Aye.
aye.
I mean, he mentioned that saying I talk a lot of bollocks, don't listen to me.
He
I
was
can't
handing
even
an
the first
ultimatum,
game
take it or
against
leave
Hearts
it.
is
So
in
he
charge.
got his ass handed to him.
Ah well, but see the thing
Aye,
with
it's fucking fair fucks to him.
see the thing that I agree with in Desmond's statement is like nobody is bigger than Celtic. No one man's bigger than
Yes.
Celtic. So Rodgers
Not
can
one
take
person's bigger than any club, mate.
Aye, so to see if Rodgers thinks he is, he can take a flying fuck to himself. And that's
Yes.
the way it seemed like. He seemed like I'm better than this. Then go fucking prove it. You've no
Wow.
proved anywhere
Who
else.
says Rodgers might be going to Wolves? He's on their interviews. Wow.
I
That'd
thought
be mad.
Gary O'Neill was the main man for that. Going
I've
back.
seen it. Robbie Keane. I think Robbie Keane's applied for it as well. I read earlier.
Aye.
That would be good. El player and all that.
I don't
Yeah,
think there's any chance of him staying up, to be fair, this year.
No.
I
They've van
think
the
after
course,
the
haven't they?
start, it's
I think we
championship.
all tipped him. I think we all tipped him at the start of the season, by the way.
Did
I think
we?
it's just. I think they get rid of all their best players, didn't they? Obviously. So
But they do that every year and they end up fucking staying up.
It's
I
not,
know.
but I think it's what they're spending on. Like fuck, Big Jenga boy. He's how much did they ask
12,
him?
12 million. 12 million
I
they
mean,
paid for him
that's-
for Belgrade.
They're spending 12 million on him, who's dog meat. So I mean, they're
Aye, but
just
then
not
take
getting
that into
anyone else.
account. Much did they get Cunha for? They got 60 million or something for Cunha.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? That's
But-
Strand Larson.
Strand Larson, a
Newcastle
good
were
player, but
trying
he's
to
about the
spend
only one.
50 million on him.
Aye. I think he's about the only one though. Who was it? Who was trying to get him again?
Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Aye, before they got that big
Before they
goal.
got Wisa, and then Wisa didn't kick a ball from and get injured with his country, didn't he?
Aye.
Right.
And they paid
then
55 million for a guy out of contract in the summer.
And then we've got the Magic Spurs again. You know what I mean? All thinking it was Angie's fault. What did I say about his Thomas Frank?
Oh,
He's
here
a
we
fucking
go.
diddy. He's a diddy. What did I say about Thomas Frank? Diddy.
Corey.
Where are Tottenham in the league? Where are Tottenham? Somebody check where Tottenham are in the league for me.
That path. Somewhere Ange never had them.
They're fucking shit. I did, mate. You got them for what?
He's
Go to
fucking
fifth.
easy to
Used to say that Thomas Frank was going to do an amazing job at Tottenham.
Jamie, how do you
He's
feel
a
that
fucking
Big Ange
diddy.
knocked you back?
Nothing's confirmed on that, mate. I don't think he's been approached, to be honest. I think he's been approached.
But see,
Let's be honest. See if you're getting 8 million for your resignation or fucking sitting at Nottingham Forest. I'm telling you to fuck off to go and sit on the beach.
Catch
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Saying that, he probably sat on the beach for a few months after Spurs, though, didn't he?
No, really.
I think he
Didn't
will
get
be
that
back
long.
in the game soon. I think he will.
I agree with.
I don't think he'll
I
be
think
used, but
he might
Nah,
go back
nah.
to international football.
did you
To
see
be
the
fair,
rugby
the
guy?
David was talking about it makes sense.
Did you see the guy, the Australian that was the manager of England, the rugby boy? And he says he thinks Ange will take his time and get back to the Premier League to prove every cunt right.
Well, why not Wales?
Fuck off. He nearly
What's-
get Tottenham relegated. He can't get in with Wales.
I think Wales might be a good shout for him, but you know what I mean, underdog in that.
But it's
Obviously.
mad, isn't it? Because you've seen how good Ange was when the football played up here. And then you see how he get treated at Forest with about 7 or 8 game push. Then they bring in fucking Big Sean Dykes, who you think's a fucking disaster, and he's actually doing them all right.
Probably the same as you felt at Gerrard, not me, but Toby, he did not give a
Thank
fucking
you.
hate Gerrard.
I hate Gerrard,
I'll
Toby,
back
so
you
that
up there,
doesn't
mate.
affect me, mate. I
Why
wanted
do you
Danny
hate
wrong
Gerrard?
for his get-go, and I'll
Why
ask
do you
Corey to
hate-
confirm that.
He never liked Gerrard.
No.
See, even when
Who did I say for the manager's job?
Big Rolly did.
See?
Big Rolly.
So you're all right, mate.
Well,
I
for
think Gerrard's a
Celtic,
gun dipper.
Straight away when I said who do you think's going to be the next manager in that group chat, he said Roll.
And the reason is, Jamie's a coach, not a manager.
Aye.
And we don't want a manager because Tellwell wants to do everything. Which I don't agree with, but that's the way it is.
Aye.
Toby says amazing, fair play.
Cheers, mate. See, Toby, I'm honest, mate. I don't lie about shit like that. Fuck Gerrard.
Right. This week, guys, we're going to be speaking to ex-Hamilton, Rangers, Hearts, and Canadian international, Colin Miller. We're really looking forward to that one. That'll be on Wednesday, probably on Thursday or Friday. He seems like a very popular guy on LinkedIn and that, you know. So I think that a lot of people are looking forward to this one. We've got another couple of names to announce in the next few weeks. An ex-Kilmarnock player, and then we've got Dumbarton, our well-known Dumbarton player, lower league kind of player. We look forward to it, Trips.
Aye, mate.
Of course, mate. Of course.
It's always good to chat to people and hear some stories, isn't it?
But,
Are you going to speak this time, David?
aye, mate. If I could get a word in for you two cunts, then aye.
Pish. We give you
I
plenty
know,
of
don't give your
opportunity.
balls. You
I
get
try and
fucking...
wait till it goes on silent and then why
Aye.
you jump
I
in.
mean, you'll
I mean,
be fucking
you can't
15
Corey's there
minutes
with his own
silence.
lad. Be all his fucking dodgy questions. I do.
With me or him?
Scooby-Dooby-Doo. No, me. Because I told him I put it behind. No, I'm not even telling him what I said.
You the Hearts fan, Jamie? I don't know where you're getting that fake cause.
Yeah, it's because you're fucking always slating them, you cunt.
I know.
Fucking right, I'm because they're shite and they're never going to win the fucking league. I'm sticking by it. I'll die on the fucking hill. Come at me,
Jamie,
fucking Jambo bastards.
Listen, would you be happy with the 2 cups and not the league because Hearts are companies?
No.
No.
Of course not.
I'll be fucking raging and devastated if Hearts win this league.
Oh, I maybe just celebrate just to annoy you.
Aye. They're your cousins across the fucking M8, aren't they?
Mate, I remember, was it the year he's beat Hearts 2-1? I think Hearts might have went in front 1-0 in the Scottish Cup. And my neighbour had the Celtic flags out and that, and I just put on YouTube and go to Hearts and all that. Mate, I'm just putting on Hearts songs to shut them up. Sitting there
RTS.
singing them all.
Joking. Right, everybody, I think we'll be going soon. Like I say, we've got some big interviews coming up. Go and check out all our other interviews that are on there. We've spoke to some really good people. Me and Corey were at the Radio Scotland last weekend and spoke to Tam Cowan and that, so that was good. Hearts are winning. Your death is a good statement there. Hearts are winning sweet FA. Celtic for the treble. Rangers will run Celtic for second. I agree with that.
So you're going it because you've got your green tinted specs on. I've already told you we're winning that week.
Aye, Stu, I know you've got connections to St Johnstone, ain't you? I can't remember you're St Johnstone. I know you're a Celtic fan, but I think you've got a wee soft spot for St Johnstone. So, I just mentioned we Perth Saints there playing teams off the park.
Aye.
Aye, St Johnstone, Valacari's doing a good job down there, man.
Aye, mate, I tell you, say what? They just need it time.
Again. He did.
And guess who's the top goal scorer, I'm sure? Josh McBake, one of your old academy boys.
Davey.
Drew, you've only woke up every time Hearts is mentioned, mate. So clearly you're a Jambo, and I can't wait to see you at the end of the season when you're on here greeting.
I don't think he is. He's wee badges, creep. Surely if
You're
you're
on
a
about
Jambo,
Hearts.
you've got that maroon.
Ah,
Look at my wee YouTube one. That's a
You're on about
belter.
Hearts, man.
yours isn't
Right, everybody.
a
Subscribe to the channel. If you're following on Facebook, give us a follow. Thanks very much, everybody, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Goodbye, good night.
Bye.
Actually.